What's going on YouTube? GT John here, and this is my 2007 Mustang GT. Alright, so this is my 2007 Ford Mustang GT. It's Winvale blue. It has a muffler delete on it, as well as an AirRaid cold air intake. It's also got a tune for those corresponding parts. Now, on the tips of the exhaust, the previous owner did bend them. He dented them, I guess, or bend it, whatever you want to call it. That one's pretty bad. I believe he backed into something, but I'm not entirely sure. But other than that, this car is absolutely beautiful. So I've also got upper and lower rear control arm. That really helped with wheel hop, which I'll insert a little clip of how bad the wheel hop is on a stock 2007 Mustang. There you can see the AirRaid intake, sorry. And just a stock 4.6 liter 3 valve, which I'll go over what's to come for this car here later. So I'm going to review the car. I just wanted to give a little walk around of it. I'm going to try and show you guys pretty good perspective, point of view, I guess you could say, drive. Now this is the premium package, so it does have the leather interior. Let me get in here, as you can see. Can't really zoom out too much on this camera, unfortunately. And it's got the touchscreen radio, which I love. And let's go ahead and get a nice little exhaust clip. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope that sound came out pretty good. Now this is a warm start. Of course I had to drive it here. So let's go for a nice little drive, shall we? Alright, so we're coming up on one of my favorite places to drive. It's going to be probably my favorite place to do car reviews, to be honest with you. I'm actually going to be driving around all these curves and turns and down these hills and everything. It's real nice. I really test the suspension and the handling of the car anyways. And then there's quite a few straightaways to where we can maybe get in some good pulls. Alright, so first impression, you know, the car definitely feels very tight compared to like what my 2003 Mustang felt like. There was a lot of play in the steering wheel. As opposed to this one, you could see, I mean, I just barely turn it and it moves pretty good. Now, I know that's nothing like what these new S550s do, or especially like the GT350 does, where they're really tight and very refined handling. Now, you gotta remember, this is back in 2000, this was a 2007, so this is back when there wasn't really much competition for Ford. So, power-wise, you know, it's only got, what, 300, I think, from the crank, maybe a little bit more than that from the factory, and that was it, but they had no competition coming. Our first curve, it shouldn't be too crazy anyways. I really enjoy pushing it though. How well you guys can hear the exhaust, but man, that is one thing I absolutely love about these 3-valve motors. They're probably one of the best sounding motors, and I definitely need to slow down. It'll be my luck there's gonna be a sheriff out here and I'm gonna get caught. Not that I was speeding or anything right there. One thing I love doing down these backcountry roads like this is I love the feeling that you get when you go up and down the hills. You know, it sounds exact. You know, it feels exactly like a roller coaster, pretty much, and I absolutely love that. It looks like we're about to get stuck behind this guy right here. Push it too hard or too fast now because we're going to be stuck behind this guy, probably going slower around these turns coming up. But one thing is definitely for sure, this car, I might be able to pass him actually. Slowing down here. Let's do a pull. So here comes a pretty good turn here. Now this car does have bald all-season tires on it, so I can't really push it too hard. And we did get some rain last night, however these roads look pretty good for today. Now the one thing is, I do have the, like I said earlier, I do have the upper and lower rear control arms replaced. I believe it was MMR or BBR, or I don't exactly remember the manufacturer that made them, but I will put a link to that in the description below. I bought it from AmericanMuscle.com. So the ride is a lot stiffer. So especially when you're going over bumps, roller coaster. Oh, there it is. Okay, that was pretty fun. So, as I was saying, especially when you're going over bumps, you really feel it. It's a lot stiffer of a ride compared to factory. So, everyone knows that this car did come with a live rear end, which basically means when you go over bumps around turns, it will get a little squirrely. Well, with the rear upper and lower control arms replaced, they're a lot stiffer, and now you really feel the bumps. So, oh yeah. When you're going around turns and you hit a bump, it's a little sketchier than it is from the factory, but not too much. It definitely helped with the wheel hop, especially when I have track nights and I go drag racing. You got to do the burnout beforehand. It definitely helped with that, so I do feel a lot more confident in that department there anyways, before that I'm not going to break anything. However, I'm still pretty sure I'm going to end up breaking something eventually. I mean, that's a part of it, right? So, all in all, I mean, this car is a very fun little car, especially for the price. You know, like I said, I got this one for about 10 grand. It had, I don't know, 60-something thousand miles on it, I believe. And it was a clean car, only a few owners. Comes a nice little wide turn. Big ass bird crossed the road back there. Here we go. I'm gonna push it here. Yes, this is my favorite turn. Oh, that's a lot of fun. It really gives you adrenaline rush when you drop a gear and just absolutely punch it a little faster than what you probably should be. It looks like I'm coming up on a truck, so we're not going to really be able to push it too much more until I turn back around anyways. But anyways, all in all, it's a very fun little car. I definitely recommend it to someone beginning or starting out in the car world and, you know, just wants a nice little cheap, fun toy car. I would definitely recommend this. It's got a very tight feeling, a little bit of a punch, and that good V8 sound. You can't go wrong, right? Which I will later be doing a video on, you know, top cars that I recommend for car guys, and I'll also be doing 5 things or 10 things I hate, 5 things or 10 things that I love. You know, it'll be a certain number about this car anyways. And I'm also going to be doing like a video, like I just recently said, it'll be a video about you know, the top cars for under a budget and stuff like that. I do have big plans for this car. Eventually I'm wanting to do a full suspension build on this car. I want to build it, I was wanting to build it for handling and, you know, do a lot of autocrossing, but I'm not so sure if I'm going to do that now as my plans have changed. I'm still going to do a suspension change on it and give it a much better stance. Anyways, not quite stance, but give it a much better feel. I am going to engine swap this, which I'm not ready to quite reveal the engine that's going to go in it, but I will say it's not going to be your stereotypical engine that everybody keeps putting in Mustangs when they engine swap. So keep that in mind. I am wanting to do drag racing, get into drag racing competitively. And starting out, it will be with this car, at least until I can afford a truck and then a budget car and everything. But like I just said, I am going to have to get a truck before I get into drag racing, which I do have one in mind on what I want to get. I'm going to have a video here pretty soon about me looking for it. It's going to be a little project truck is what I want to do, something that I'm going to have to put some work into, but I get for a pretty good price, and then it gets running, which that'll become my daily driver. And once that's my daily driver, I'll go full drag car in this, which I'm pretty excited about anyways. Maybe not so much full drag car, like I'm not going to have a parachute on the back, but I'm going to definitely build this thing towards drag racing anyway. Not too impressive. I was only first to 4th gear, and I was only revving to about 4,000 RPMs. I didn't let it go much higher than that. So again, like I had said, you know, this car from the factory didn't have a whole lot of power, but at the time there was no competition. Camaro was out, Challenger wasn't ready yet. You know, there was nothing pretty much available for Ford to have to compete against, at least until I believe it was 2010. When the Camaro finally came back out, I believe, and then that's when everything changed. But that's when Ford finally introduced the, you know, the first gen Coyote. All right, so it looks like we'll maybe get one more chance anyways, going back the other way, going around these curves. Hopefully I don't hit any traffic. Insert crowd joke here. Oh yeah. Hit the apex. Oh, that feels good. Definitely gonna have to invest in some new brakes if you drive like me. All new brakes all the way around this car are definitely going to be in the near future. I really like to push the car to its limits, especially around these turns. I like to, you know, stay on the gas for as long as I can, slam on the brakes late, and then get back on the gas hard again, which is really hard on the cars, but That's absolutely how I love to drive. You know, I absolutely love just pushing the car to its limits and pushing myself to my limits too. So definitely getting brakes is going to be in the near future, because the ones from the factory, as you guys know, aren't that great. So that'll pretty much conclude it for this review anyways. In today's video, I'm going to be uploading one video a week. I don't have a set date yet as of right now. Right now I'm thinking Tuesday maybe, so we'll just say Tuesday every week. I'm going to upload at least one video, whether it's a car review or a car vlog or just going to a car shows or doing a track night or anything like that. Pretty much is what I'll be doing. So at least one video a week for now. I do feel as though there's going to be 2 videos coming a week pretty soon. So please subscribe and definitely smash that like button and comment below your favorite thing about this video. Would love to hear what you guys think about that. As much support as I can get always helps. So for every like I get and all the subscribers that I get, it always helps to motivate me to make the next video. I know this is my first video starting out, so it's not going to be the best, and I hope you guys bear with me. I know it's that awkward YouTuber stage where you don't really know what to say or don't really know what to do, and I am on a budget, so I have this headband camera phone holder thingy. I don't even know what it's called. So eventually I'm going to get myself a real nice GoPro and a good suction cup mount. I can mount, you know, here on the window somewhere and do real good reviews. Some of my idols that I really look up to, I guess you could say, on YouTube is obviously that dude in blue, Street Speed 717, JD Joyride. All those guys, I absolutely love their videos, love their channels, and I would really hope someday maybe I can be as good as them in their videos and at least have good quality content. And that's one thing I'm also trying to go for, is good quality content as opposed to quantity. So please subscribe and smash that like button. And as always, thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day.